we're now back to, and as we said, the whole concept of doing these networking sessions is to bring the conversation of business from where it was 20 years ago to being not just concurrent with current trends, but even where we're having an innovation hub.
And trends that are coming in.
Yes, and the thing about what we've learned is once you explain to people what's going on and you challenge their way of thinking, these small business people have brilliant ideas. Mm-hmm. They just have not been given the opportunity. And we posted a video of one of them questioning us about daycare, night care. And I mean, most of us, because these are real problems. The new premise for business is, what is the problem? How can we solve them? And these are people who know their problems and have built small solutions. What they don't know to do is to put it in the language to get funding, because they are running it on small budgets, and how to go behind funding and how to structure it so that it grows. And that's what this is about, creative industrialism.
Like, one thing I like to just point out is in fashion, when you do technical design, that's a whole different language. Each line is different. So with financing, we have to use their language as well. It's a completely different mindset.
It is totally. You have to speak to your audience. And sometimes your audience is not someone you're, you know, as I say to people, it's not just who your consumer. It's not just your consumer.
Oh, it's your consumer when you're selling. It's your investor when you're looking for investors.
It can be your advertiser, your sponsors. I call them VIPs, vested interest parties and sponsors.
You know, I call them triple Fs.
I don't want to know.
Fashion, family, and fools. I mean, friends, family, and fools.
And that's the truth. But here's the thing. I don't like using that term because anyone who invests with you isn't a fool.
Yeah, no.
They're trusting and they God-centered, and that's what the industry calls them. Friends, family, and fool. But I think we need to shift that. And they're VIPs because they're the ones who literally...
You're thinking of fool because they're fools to invest in you. I'm thinking of a fool because they only want to give me $1,000 to invest. So they're stuck with like 0.001 of a share.
My life, you know. So here's the thing. We're going to speak now about getting ready for funding, and it's up because for your private company, it's been in the discussion, and you have been funding through traditional fashion means, and I said to you, no, you're going for fashion tech money, and you looked at me like, what do you mean? And I said,
but I figured it out.
Yeah.
I had an epiphany last night.
Yes, and that's the role of this.
And I'm actually going funding for my own company, but I can see the difference between the two fundings right away because this is new, it's beginning, but it's not me.
It's about filling a need that you are uniquely positioned.
Yes, to fill. I can fill the need, but I understand the logistics of the app to build so that it can fill my needs, me behind the scenes, and you as a consumer.
Right, and that is the difference. Many of the artists that I meet are speaking only on this my, and I'm like, you've got to get away from the me, my, I. What is the need? If you want funding, if you seriously want to get money to build a business, most of the artists I know who are masters are in their 50s, nearing 50. Well, that means you're going to be 70 soon, and in 20 years, 15 to 20 years, your eyesight, your mind, or your hands may not be working.
We'll see.
Oh, well, let's be
yeah. No, honestly, yes.
You don't want to be working then.
Yeah.
You know, you want to be
at 70, I like to sleep until 8 a.m.
You want to be on a beach somewhere. So it means if you are to build a business that will sustain you into your 100th year, that means you've got to have an income coming in for 30 more years.
Yeah.
And when I say that to people, it's the first time they hear that.
And honestly, for retirement, I'll be 50 next year. I mean, I'll be 25 next year. I plan to retire at 40.
Okay.
45, so I have 20 years to build a retirement fund, which I've already dwindled away in like my company already in the past, which means I need to sustain my lifestyle with my income, plus have to put a few $100,000 in a Roth account so that when I do retire in 20 years, there's at least $1 million, so I can live almost like a pauper.
Well,
in New
here's
York.
the thing. I spoke to someone this week, and I work with artists, so I understand that and I've been seriously, I'm going to be honest, I've been thinking of moving away from this because it's an investment of time and resources. You will speak to someone and they'll say, I'm coming, and then 3 months, 4 months. And I said to them, here's the thing. You're not just holding yourself back. You're holding everyone who's investing in you back. And you're holding the opportunities you could open up for your company back.
Well, it's not just that you're holding back. They're just not going to trust you next time that you say you're coming. You're going to show up, and there'll be nobody there.
So everything we discussed today ties in. You've got to become responsible for time. You've got to start building your social network so that you can sell. You've got to set your goals. And then you've got to prepare your social profiles also, because...
Yes.
Tell them about that. You're going for funding.
I'm going for a lot of money for my label because I want to grow globally, which means the people that will be giving me the money want to make sure that they're investing in somebody or something that's not just tangible, but knows what they're talking about. I do have a presence online, a very good presence.
But when was the last time you updated it?
Oh, the one that I told you about, the Ask Me, when I opened it in like 2010.
Yes. So
it's a little outdated.
Right. So if you're going for, which is what have been saying to you for a while, Lawrence, and I'm saying that to you,
and
but
I have been others. That site popped up because I had to renew certain things. I totally forgot about it.
Yeah.
And when I went to look, the about.me, I went to look, and I'm getting over like 2,000-3,000 hits.
About.me, Brooklyn Fashion Week gets a lot. I'm not on it personally because I have an about page, but I will put up one. I have Brooklyn Fashion Week and gets a lot of hits. About.me actually works, and we have everyone there. We give them a list, and they're supposed to go. We help them start their social profile. So you need an image of yourself.
Well, I did have the image. I had my bio. I had how to contact me, and I only had 4 media.
So here's the thing.
I added the rest of the media sites, and I added a lot of pictures.
One of the things I've learned is that a lot of us write huge bios on those sites.
No.
So what you do is you write, there are 2 pages. I have an I am or /about on my site. And that tells me, so it's Bonnie Sandy /I-am, which is like a resume. Okay? It's just about who I am, all the links to various things. That's 1 page. And that way I can do a Twitter bio that's 300 characters, or,
And everybody gets it.
And everybody can then just click to that and see who I am. Because you're not only who you are professionally, they're looking at you, what you do offline in terms of your contribution to society, your contribution to the field, your exploration. If you're going for funding, you've got to show people, I'm not just a designer.
I'm not just in it for the money. I teach.
I invest time in it.
Mentorships.
Yes, I innovate within that and all of that. So you will need your picture. You will need your tagline, your why. And that is the key. Because people who invest like to believe they're investing more. They like to justify investing for more than just a return on money.
Yes, but also with all that said, you have to be concise and consistent.
Yes.
I can't be a tailor on one site and then an expert baker on another. And then, I don't know, what else can I say?
Veterinarian.
I'm a veterinarian. Well, actually, I'm a dentist. I bought the chair.
Yes.
Sorry.
So, and a lot of people use these terms, and here's the thing. Someone who's investing in you is looking at what you're doing. So because you made a dress that somebody else made, you're not a designer. You may be a stylist with a keen eye for fashion.
Actually, you're a dressmaker.
Well, that's if you can sew, because some people just do it and have somebody else do it. So whatever you are, you've got to show and speak on it. And I've now made, and you've also got to make a decision, as you said. So the first thing is you've got to define who you are that is in line with the money you're going for. You can put all the other stuff in your historical background so that they know your skills, etc.
I'm on LinkedIn, so everything is listed on LinkedIn for my professional.
But check it.
Oh, I have, because things flip around.
And not only that, people have said, because of the work I do, they've said I've had expertise in InDesign and some others, and I really don't.
No.
I just...
Well, the ones that I want them to give me expertise in, they're not, which is kind of funny.
Well, so you can add it yourself.
But I do have a lot of good ones.
Yes, and take out what your expertise is not.
Yeah.
So spend one day on each platform. I have to do that. Editing your social media. Take a great picture.
Actually, what I'm doing is I'm choosing one part and I'm doing all of them so that they read the same or they sound the same.
Do this. Write that out. We have a guide. If you come to our workshops, I have a guide. And the guide is how many characters, and you write it consistently. And you keep that document in a file, a document, a keep, and then you can go through and be consistent.
And cut and paste.
Yes,
But
7 words.
I like them to be a little...
110 for your tagline.
I just
7
like
words,
them to be
110 characters.
a little different.
Well,
They should
no.
be slightly... I don't want it to be cookie cutter.
No,
I don't want to
it
look like
you don't need to, but it does help your
It
search.
does, yeah.
You know, and what I learned also is your job description. If you put I'm an expert at G+, or I'm an expert tailor in your G+, then you automatically rise. Few people are using G+. And your G+ profile is really great. Just set it up. You don't even have to go
You know what
after-
happens when I go to G+. Every time I press a button, music plays on my Mac.
That's your laptop. But do it on your phone. Just go in, set up your thing, do it across all boards. LinkedIn, know what each platform
Then
is strong in.
I get Google China downloaded on my phone, and that messes my phone up.
Something is wrong with your phone. but yes, so let's do this. Borrow another laptop for a day and set it up. Saturday when we come here, you can use my laptop. You set it up. You set up each of your LinkedIn, your
With a G.
Twitter, also your Periscope.
Pinterest, I have a lot also.
Your Periscope.
I don't post much, I have a lot of followers.
Yes, but that's because you curate very well. I've
Yes.
seen your stuff. You curate very well. Your Facebook, not just your Facebook profile, your Facebook page.
Well, yeah, both of them.
And go about building your numbers. If you're going, people are going to look to see your reach. And so there is a one-page visual PR card that I have to show you everyone to make up that can go on your Canvas. Has some of those, the Canvas platform. But you can create a one-page digital image that has all your stats and your social stats. Not most marketers in social media do it, but your social clout, you can also record that and put it on your site.
Because with this cloud.com, I'm pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm in the 50s, which is
right. I'm pretty decent in cloud.com, but for me, I don't keep up with it because it's just
I'm
limited to
becoming
only 2.
like you.
Yeah.
Some of the pages I have, they don't count. And when I go to the page, I have,
And
a couple thousand
Cloud
hits.
has people who don't know a thing about fashion. It's not a very strong algorithm. I'm sorry.
Well, it's very focused on certain things.
It's a social algorithm, and it isn't solid because they give you cloud based on people in your timeline, and that doesn't mean you have
No, the quality.
quality. It doesn't mean you actually know what you're speaking about or that you have clout.
Yeah.
Because a person with clout usually keeps very small. That's another thing. People will read clout, really influential people, don't have large numbers of
No.
followers.
Because they want to keep to a tight
Yes.
circle that's quality.
Right. So the clout, until the clout algorithm is rewritten, I'm not interested.
Yeah, but there was another site I went to, and they didn't even rate my website.
No, they're a
And
lot
somebody else, and the interesting part is, I know from other people that have done research on me, and when we had our little get-togethers for classes, with the teachers or the people holding the class could look up, and I rate very high because my website's been up since 1998.
Yeah. That's another thing. Get your own website and keep it consistent. We'll post it with a code for, I like DreamHost. If it's a cost factor, DreamHost gives you 60 days to pay. And people say that doesn't matter. Yes, when that bill comes in and you don't have the money,
Goodbye.
in 2 weeks, it's gone. DreamHost, apart from their excellent, and I don't often say that, but they have excellent service. And it's not that bad. People say on Bluehost, etc. The DreamHost platform is excellent, easy. If I have a problem, they've responded quickly, and I don't usually have problems that are their fault. I am the type of person who will see a button and press it because...
And everything disappears.
And everything disappears. And they were like, they really have...
Yeah, but you save first, then press the button.
Well, I
and
did
if it
know
closes,
that.
you close the window, open up again. That's what I do.
Well, I'm learning.
I've learned.
No, not just that. I explore technology, so I'm prepared. Like, I don't do it on certain sites, but I have sites that are just testing certain things. And you don't find out unless you test. I won't jump off a cliff, but I'll jump off a website. So DreamHost is excellent. I use the code NYukco, and there is a discount when you go to dreamhost.com. You'll get a discount. I've put up a discount on my affiliate stuff if you want to. And they usually give you 60 days. Get a year. It's excellent when you get the year. Some people try to chimp and not pay.
No, I believe in 3 years, because in 1 year I'll forget to pay.
Right. But even they send you, they're really good. They send you, I never know with GoDaddy.
Well, they send me stuff, but I put my credit card in, if something happens, and my site disappeared for 2 weeks.
Yes, but with DreamHost it's 60 days. That's what I like about it.
That's better. You have 60 days to pay,
60 days. And they remind you. They're very good at that. So because I work with moms and disenfranchised people, I recommend them just for that.
They need more time.
They need more time. So it's dreamhost.com, and if you use NYukco, it will come up about $80, a little over $80 a year, and for unlimited hosting. So get together with 5 friends, split $20 to 6 friends, $20, and you all could post a WordPress site on one account, I mean, that makes sense. $20 a year for a full WordPress hosting. And if you come in, we actually show you how to set it up for the best plugins, etc. You get a lot from us and this is the last time it's being offered as one complete package. So you better find yourself here on Saturday. Everybody here has a WordPress site. And if they don't, they'll have one soon.
Well, I don't have one because I haven't learned WordPress yet. But
you've been running, but we're going to do it this semester. Once this holiday season is going on, we'll start on the WordPress while your sales are going on.
Ooh, WordPress and eggnog. That'll be interesting.
Yeah. And Equid is a great, ECWID. It's a great, if you do one-of-a-kind items, Equid is free up to 10 items. And so if you're on Etsy, just so you have a sales platform, try Equid if you're doing all your marketing. They also give you a Facebook store. You should try that. It's very easy. So there it is. So getting ready for funding means starting. If you want to go for funding next year,
start now.
Start now. And as I said, everybody's going to start going for funding. We're prepping them to build their businesses. You clean up your social media profile. You start posting intelligently.
I just want to point out, these investors came to me from the internet.
Yeah.
I didn't look for them.
Yeah.
Now that they came to me, I need to clean up my house.
Yeah.
But FYI, they found me.
Yeah, they find you. People find you based on your internet activity, and people who are serious. And it doesn't always happen, but there are also places you can go for funding, but they then they ask you for their LinkedIn, they'll ask you for your Facebook and your Twitter, if nothing else. And so be conscious of building them so that they look impressive. I happen to have gotten a lot of followers from major sites that do, because of my Scoop It curation. And your curations on Scoop It and on Pinterest attract the right people.
Yeah, I have a lot of
Yeah.
interesting magazine editors and
Yes, so that's it. The Pinterest and the Scoop It are great. Facebook is consumer oriented. LinkedIn is your colleagues and people looking
Business
for
work.
business. But if you're looking for people who are looking for people who have something valuable and innovative to say, Pinterest
is visual.
visual and Scoop.it is what I use, and I find I attract a lot of people across black fashion and technology and Brooklyn,
Okay.
you know. So,
So I guess that's it this
that's
week.
it. We're gonna
Break and go eat dinner.
yes, we're gonna break and go eat dinner, but I'm gonna speak, and next week we're gonna open this up. Come down, we're gonna have structures. We're gonna start at 6 so you can do one-on-ones with us, network. We're looking for people who want to have businesses with others.
Of any kind.
Of any kind. Because a lot of our businesses are creatives, but they're looking for business partners. So we're looking to do sort of a co-founder dating scene here. They're looking for business partners, by the way. Do I see some of the ladies smiling?
The purple lady are not confused anymore. They're smiling. Yeah, see? And then their hands out.
Yes. So we need to get business partners, community partners. We're looking for lawyers, accountants, people in traditional professional roles who are interested in building the local and the black communities. Coming down. We will start next week. And that's the 28th. So we'll have our first open discussion session. The 28th, we'll post all of these videos up so you will have some background on what what we discussed.
And also feel free, come and say, I saw you in one of those videos and you said the word.
Yeah. And we'll
whatever,
post the topic. So
and
we'll do like,
spec
you just
tech,
ask me about.
and you'll be like, what does that mean?
Yeah, so I'll post the How to Start a Startup series so we can talk about that as a business alternative. There are two, 7-day startup and how to start a startup are two great new startup techniques. And those are business-oriented techniques. Because there are a lot of people hustling around also. We'll talk about that next week.
Okay.
What percentage is right and what percentage is predatory.
Completely wrong.
Yeah, predatory, So we'll start talking around those things from a strategy as a personal as well as business. And by November, when we're organized, we can start bringing in professionals. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you from the Stratosphere and bklyn.tv. I am Bonnie Sandy from NYukco.com.
And I'm Lawrence Pizzi from NYukco.com as well.
Okay, and we invite you to come down next Wednesday when we will speak about business ideas, models, etc. And because that will give you the 28th, the deadline for is the 30th. So if you come in this Saturday, we're preparing this Saturday, be early for the grant. And you can come in and join us. And next week we'll talk about preparing your business this holiday season, getting the numbers, etc. So you're ready for.
And just last minute, don't wait last minute to write this. These are Bibles that you're writing almost.
And you should have them. You just adjust them.
Yes.
You
Once you write it, you can go back and edit and change.
Yes.
But the first time is the worst.
Yeah, we'll be doing now business development in January, but because there are these grants with deadlines.
We're doing it now.
Yeah,
we're offering
a quick
parts,
one right now. So come in and Saturday and we'll see. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Ciao, ciao.